If you're a renovation and construction company looking to double your revenue, scale your business, and win the battle of client acquisition in today's competitive market, you're at the right place at the right time. Hi, this is Moeed Hosseini, the CEO of MX Marketing, and I'm very happy to be sharing with you today on this presentation how to build a 7 or 8 figure renovation business and add $200,000 to your base revenue within just 12 weeks without you even lifting your finger. So pay close attention, because this presentation will be either the best presentation you've ever heard on how to scale your business, the worst presentation you've ever heard on how to scale your business, or somewhere in between. That's a promise, by the way. So without further ado, let's get into it. What we're going to cover today in this presentation is, first, competing or dominating. 5 steps to millions and making it work. So competing or dominating. In the construction and renovation market, there are 2 types of companies generally. There's the first group of renovation companies. These are the group that consist 90% of the market. And these are the companies that are competing. Meaning that when you ask them how your business is doing, they probably would say, it's not doing good as it should. The market situation is affecting your business and whatnot. And these companies on average usually do around $200,000 to $1 million in annual revenue. And their revenue chart is full of ups and downs. So it's completely affected by the situation that goes in the marketplace. But the second group of renovation businesses out there are the 10% of the market, and these are the companies that are dominating. Meaning that they do 2, 3, 4, 5 million plus in annual revenue. And if you look at the revenue chart of the business, it actually goes consistently up, and it's just an increase in revenue every single year to some degree. Now, the goal of this presentation, obviously, is for us to help you to go from competing into this market from dominating. And in many cases, that means at least doubling your revenue, annual revenue, which is a good news. So you should be pumped up. And now I want to just ask you a very easy question. And that is, do you want to be competing or do you want to be dominating? And it doesn't matter how much your business is currently doing. You always do have room for improvement. You always can have another goal, a revenue goal, and you can always hit it with the right system in place. Now, what I want you to do is actually take a piece of pen and paper and write down the revenue target that you have set for your company down. Whatever it is, it could be 1 million, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, depending on where you are and where you want to be. So write that down. We have things to do with that number. So let's go. Right now, the next thing I want to cover is the challenge. So the question that we got to ask is, okay, why the 90% of the market are struggling while the 10% are just making it look easy? And if this 10% are making this amount of money and the companies are doing so good and they're dominating, quote unquote, the market, how they are doing it? Those are 2 very good questions, right? So the first question I think we got to ask ourselves, and you got to ask yourself as a construction company owner, is what is the most basic and simple difference between a company doing $200,000 a year and a company doing $5 million? And if you were to just think for a moment, you would definitely say, okay, it's the number of projects that they're doing in a year. It's the number of clients that they have. It's very obvious. Probably the company doing 200,000 based on the size of the projects. It could be, doing 3, 5, or 10 projects in a year. But the company doing 5 million, company B, let's say, they're probably serving 30, 40, 50 plus clients in a month, in a year. And that's, I think, the main distinction between these 2 companies. And we now have to ask ourselves, okay, if this is the difference and it's all it takes at the very end, like the only thing that you have on your plate is just getting more clients. That's the only thing you've got to focus on if you want to scale your business, if you want to hit the revenue target. That's for any actually business. You just only focus on getting more clients. And you got to find a system that actually fulfills that desire. So now the question, we got it answered. It's clients. But now the better question to ask is, okay, how should I get more clients? That's a beautiful question to ask. And this is when I'm going to show you the 5 steps to millions. So the 5 steps to millions is a very easy framework that you can do. And the first step is more attention. So you want more attention, no matter what your business is, no matter what you're doing, you definitely want more attention toward your business and brand. And I talk with many renovation business contractors, renovation companies. They say, yeah, we have the best quality, the best pricing. And I'm like, okay, at the very end of the day, are we getting attention toward the business, toward the brand? Because it doesn't matter how good your pricing or your quality is. If nobody knows about your business, guess what? Nobody's going to buy from you. So it's very important. It's very apparent. So you want more attention. The next thing is more leads. Now you got attention, but in renovation businesses, dealing with this market, we got to get the people's information, their contact info, to contact them and talk with them and start the selling process. You're not just a random grocery store saying, hey, we are at this location, come and buy from us. That's not going to work. We need people that are specifically interested in our services to have their contact info, to contact them, talk with them on the phone, have that relationship there between us, and then we can start working with them. So they gotta trust us, because it's not like a $50 work. It's, in many cases, it's $20, $30, $40, $50,000 business that they want to give to us. So it's important. And we gotta have their contact info. The attention is not enough. You gotta know how to turn that attention into leads. That's when you're making some progress. So this third step is to get more booked meetings. This is the step that many people just ignore. Home stars just give you more leads. And they don't know that it's not leads that make you money, because nobody will ever buy from you on the phone. If you're selling like renovation services, nobody's gonna tell you, yeah, I'll just, I don't know, I'll just give you a check for $40,000 just talking with you on the phone. No, you gotta go visit them in person. You're not gonna say that, like, at the very end of the day, you're not gonna send them a payment link. Hey, yeah, you like their services? Yeah, just pay me and I'll do it. No, they gotta come. You gotta go see them in person, visit them. That's just like the general. Yeah, maybe we do have some exceptions, maybe a referral or something. But in most of the cases, we do want to have that booked meeting in order to close, because they're not going to buy from us on the phone. They want to see us in person. They want to see who we are, whether they like us, they trust us. That's very important, right? And then after that, when we go there, we give them a code and everything looks good, then we can start the closing process on the book, on the meeting, on the, a visit, not on the phone. So it's very important. Leads don't work. You got to know how to turn leads now into book meetings. That's the third step. Let's roll. Fourth step, more closed deals. Very crucial. If I were to say what's the main difference between a company doing, doing very good for a couple millions, not doing good, one of the main thing is the company's doing very good. They know how to sell. They know how to close. They know the basics of closing and how to present themselves as a perfect solution to their clients and the prospect that they're talking with, so that people trust and like them and do business with them. It's very important. And the main thing that people struggle with closing is handling objections, and we will cover that in a bit. And you might guess, okay, Moeed, what's the last step? Last step is very easy. It's just increase revenue. It's just money in your pocket. It's very easy, baby. So now you're making it work. The fourth step is your work, and the last step just works on autopilot. That's what we want. And so now you may say, okay, this all sounds good. How to make it work? How to get more attention? How to get more leads? How to get more book meetings? How to get, how to close, and how to do all this stuff to get more money? That's a very good question. Again, making it work. Now, there are two ways of doing this: the easy path and the hard path. And I'm going to cover both. So if you decide to take the hard path and do all this system on your own, which I completely respect and I understand, I'm just here to give you a couple of hints and tips that can help you on the process of doing it on your own, so you can speed up the process. So if you ask, okay, how can I get more attention? The first thing I want you to focus on is building a solid website and a solid Instagram page. And by that, I mean build an appealing website that when people come to it, they can see that you are actually a different company. And the good way of doing it is go and check out 100 or 200 or whatever number you like of renovation companies' websites, and see what website actually seems appealing to you, and what actually you got to do this as we do this as marketers. And if you want to do it on your own, I suggest you do it. And you then go and check all those websites, and you can say, okay, I like this element of this website, this element of that website, and you can model those things, and you can build those things in your own website, and then have a 10 out of 10 website. That's, I think, how I would do it on my own. And then you definitely want to have a good Instagram page. By that I mean post content regularly on your Instagram page. That's very important, and we have that covered here for you as the 2 points to getting more attention. These two will give you ahead on all other companies when you want to get more attention. So the second thing is how to get more leads. That's a very good question. What I would suggest is to run ads. Very simple. Where to run ads? Run it on Facebook. The most, the hugest platform out there that is, very user friendly and has already given me and my clients very good results is Facebook. So I suggest going with Facebook. And please don't tell me that ads don't work. All gigantic companies out there are running advertising, are running ads every single year. McDonald's, Starbucks, Coca-Cola. And what on earth made you think that you as a business owner don't have to focus on advertising? Because if you ask yourself, why are these companies spending millions and millions on advertising? The simple answer to that is because they're getting millions of dollars in return. And that's why they're running ads. So it's working already for other companies. You just have to know how to make it work. So focus on running ads, and that will definitely give you enough leads to go to the third step, which is how to get more booked meetings. But before that, I want to actually give you a quick story here. This is a very sort of funny story I had. So one day I was talking with a guy doing renovation company. He was doing around $200,000 annual revenue, and I was talking with him, try to find what has been holding him back to hit his revenue target and doing more than what he's doing currently. And he told me, yeah, I've been just operating out of referrals. And I asked, okay, why haven't you focused on running ads? And he said, well, running ads in this business doesn't work. I said, what do you mean? He said, yeah, my friend have tested running ads on, I don't know, some platform and it didn't work. And I've tested running ads on newspaper and it never worked. And yeah, this business is just referrals. And I try to convince him that this belief is holding him back and ads do work, but he didn't accept it. And I just ended up, building a website for him, and that was it. Funny thing is, the day after that, I had another meeting with a prospect. This prospect, and his company was doing around 3.8 million in annual revenue. And I was talking with him, and I was trying to find what he's currently doing in his business. And I said, okay, are you running any kind of advertising? And he put a paper on the desk, and he wrote he wrote TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, Google PPC, SEO. And I said, what are these? And he said, yeah, I'm running ads on all these platforms. And I was like, huh. So ads do work, and this guy's making it work. And he was spending a lot of money and getting a lot of money back in return. The exact same process that all these gigantic companies that I just explained earlier are doing. So that first guy, which I feel sort of bad about, like he had this belief of ads not working while his competitor was making it work and was, I don't know, I think 1.2 million of the money that the annual revenue that he was getting was from ads directly. So it's working. You just got to know how to make it work. That was, I think, the perfect story to explain the situations. Coming from experience, I know that ads do work, and I know that the companies dominating the market, quote unquote, are running ads. So run ads. How to get more booked meetings. 2 simple tips for you. First of all, when talking on the phone with leads, try to ask more questions. That's very important. And try to ask questions and find, the why, the reason that you're trying to renovate. And questions are a very good way to open up the sale, because you can't close a deal unless you open it. So you want to ask those questions in the beginning, early in the phone call. So you want to get enough data so you can use that data in order to afterwards move toward the meeting and booking the meeting with them. And the second thing, which a lot of people ignore, is try to record all your phone calls. This is very important, because if you don't know what's creating the success in your calls, you won't be able to repeat it. But when you know, okay, this is what I said in this specific phone call that got me an appointment, got me a meeting with this prospect, you then will be able to model those exact same things in the next phone call, and the next phone call, and then you have a system in place that is giving you book meetings on autopilot, because you just figured it out, knowing what he exactly said and what exactly to say and what exactly not to say. Because sometimes you hop on a phone call and some things just don't go as good as they should, and you don't get the meeting. And you just want to record your phone calls. If you want to do it on your own, that's another tip for you. And how to handle objections and close more deals. So my first tip for you would be educate yourself. This is a very broad topic to talk about. I can't give you enough hints and tips on this specific thing, but I would say just educate yourself. Watching YouTube videos. I had, a lot of my clients watching YouTube videos regularly on how to close, new techniques of selling here, there. Some of them read books about it, which is, really good. But if you don't like reading or just watch YouTube videos, that would do it as well. And educating yourself is obviously very important. And what you want to educate yourself on specifically is handling more objections. Knowing what to say when clients hit you with objections like, it's not the right timing for us, I think your services are too expensive, give you a better price or something like that. These are objections that you can handle knowing what to say exactly. And it's you just gotta, spend a specific amount of time to master the skill of selling, obviously. And then the second tip that I have for you is just to follow up. When you have a meeting with them, follow up with them in order to be able to close. Many people miss this. They send a quote and they never call back. Guess what? They're not only getting quote from you, there are probably 2-3 other companies giving them quotations as well. And you know what's going to happen? Another company is going to call them and follow up with them, and they're going to say yes to that company. And you just lost the deal. Easy as that. Just don't do that. Try to follow up within 3 days, and then if they don't respond, or if they, tell you to call back, call within a week, and then within 10 days. And just try to call as long as they tell you no. Just do that. That's very, very easy. And it will give you deals after deals when you consistently follow up. Doing it is obviously very important. So that was the entire, hard path. If you want to do it on all your own, that's how you can do it. But the easy path is if you want me having all the experience of, making this system work for all of my clients, I want to present you our package in MX Marketing, which is Renovate and Dominate. So in this package, we will be, in the first part of getting attention, we will give you our framework to post content on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook to grow your audience over time. Second thing we will do is we will be talking about the ask and give ratio. So you will know how to monetize your content and how to generate leads from the content. It's very important. Many people post content, but they don't know what type of content to post in order to be able to get leads. It's very important. And the third thing we will do to get more attention for your business is we will go over your website and give you suggestions to build a better website. I give you the tip to how to build this, but we already know, because we already checked out more than 200-300 websites in in the construction niche. We know what websites do work and what is the best websites to build. We'll just give you those suggestions so you can implement it. So that's for the first part, more attention. This is all included in the Renovate and Dominate package. Second part we will do for you. More leads. We will be running ads for you on Facebook to get many leads fast in the first month. We will optimize your campaigns throughout the entire month with our team of ad experts and copywriter professionals. Obviously, I'm going to be doing the copywriting part, and my friend's going to be focusing on the ad. And we will also conduct A/B testing to find a winning ad for you at the end of every month. Plus, we will give you a complete report of all the ads that we have been running at the end of each month, so you know how the ads were performing. So that's for the second part, getting more leads. Third part, more book meetings, very important. I will give you the process that I personally use because I used to call renovation leads myself for a specific client that I was working with. Actually 2 clients, but yeah. So, and I used this, I'm calling many, plus 500 leads that I called. I created a process, automated process that can give you at least 10 to 20% conversion rates, and that's the least number you want to shoot for when you want to convert leads to book meetings. And this process will tell you exactly what to say when calling leads, where to call leads, it's very important, when to call leads, how many times you should call, and how to qualify them. These are very important steps. So that's for the third step. And the last step is more closed deals. This is obviously very important again. And in this part, we will analyze your business and what are the most repetitive objections that you're getting hit with that you can't respond, that you're struggling with. And we will give you exact answers to those objections so you know what to say next time when you get that specific objection. That's the first thing we will do. And the next thing on this part, we will give you a follow-up system so you know always when to call the prospects that you have visited, and you always get reminded for it, so you never miss a follow-up time, and you always follow up with them on the proper time to get as much as closed deals as possible. Those are the 2 steps that we will do for you in our package: Renovate and Dominate. And the last step is very easy. It's money into your pocket, and that you don't need a help, I think. So again, you can figure this all on your own, and I'm confident that you can do it. Provided enough time and the right training, you can do it on your own, definitely. I'm confident, and if that's your choice, go for it. And I hope that you become successful, and maybe DM me back and say, Moeed, that video actually gave me enough ideas to go out and hit my revenue target. You wrote that number on the paper, never going after that number. But if you want faster, easier way of making this work, and you're like, Moeed, I don't have time to master all these steps, I would just like you to implement all this for me in my business and getting me to the target that I just wrote faster, because I want this number, and this number is important to me to hit. Now with this system in MX Marketing, we have helped Ultima Kitchens, Homejoy Development, Ravine View Construction, White Tiger Construction, Next Gen Construction, and a couple other companies to hit their revenue target and get more leads, get more book meetings, and get more sales. So I have this quote that I want to end this presentation with, which is, insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. If you have been doing stuff in your business in a specific way and you have been getting a specific result, now I think it's time to change. It's time to change the way you have been doing business and the way you have been looking at your business. Now I think it's the time to get serious, and it's the time to have a definite plan to hit your target. And so if you're interested for me and my team to come in your business, change everything for you, and put you on the way to success and to hitting that target, I would definitely be happy to hop on a face-to-face meeting with you on Google Meet and try to see what you're doing, where you are in your business, where you want to be, and continue our partnership from there. So with that being said, I look forward to skyrocket your business and help you to double your revenue very fast. You can just click on the button below to book your meeting with me, and I will see you on the meeting. Thank you very much.